So guys, I've been meaning to show you how to make this mouth-watering, yummy looking plate or pot of egusi soup, whichever one you like to call it. It's one recipe that is a literal banger. If you like your egusi soup very lumpy, there's just something about this particular egusi that just takes it up a notch. And I'm using about 2 or 3 different vegetables to create it. It's definitely one recipe you need to add to your repertoire of recipes. But before I show you how to cook it, let me make your mouth water a bit. The soup looks super duper good. Like it's literally finger licking good, guys. Meanwhile, does any one of you face this challenge of always trying to figure out what to make on a daily basis? Like sometimes you don't have the inspiration and you just don't even know where to look, especially when you want to make dinner. I personally used to have this challenge. Like sometimes I'm super duper clueless. I have over 1,000,010 recipes in my arsenal, but trust me, I still get clueless sometimes. It's like a lady who has a lot of clothes in her wardrobe and then she still finds it difficult to figure out what to wear on a daily basis. It happens to me a lot. But guys, guess what? I have cracked the code on how to get all the inspiration that I need to make whatever meal that I need to make. And I'm going to be sharing that code with you in today's video. So just keep watching. Okay, we're about to get into this egusi soup making action, and then I'll share all of my secrets with you on how I stay inspired and get all of the recipe ideas that I need to make my breakfast, lunch, and dinner every day. Now, to get started on achieving the best lumpy egusi soup recipe ever, grab the blended egusi and transfer into a mixing bowl. Then add some water, enough to form a very thick paste. Mix everything together to combine, and then this is the exact consistency you're looking for. You want the egusi paste to be very thick, okay? Afterwards, just set it off to the side and move over to the stovetop. In a pot, add the palm oil and allow to heat up slightly. Then add the chopped onions and peppers and stir fry for a few seconds or until nicely fragrant. Then add the crayfish powder and stir fry for another 1 minute or so just to wake up the nice fragrant aroma of the crayfish. Next, grab the pepper blend. In this blend, I have some tatashe, onions, and a little bit of fresh pepper. Just pour everything into the pot. Season it lightly with just some seasoning cube powder and some salt to taste. Mix everything together to combine. Then cover the pot and allow this to fry for about 7 to 8 minutes or until it is nice and dry. When it is completely dry, open up the pot and then add just a little tiny bit of water into the pot at this time. Then grab the egusi puree and add it into the pot. It's important that you're adding the egusi in tiny lumps at this time, okay? Now, once the egusi is all in the pot, do not stir or mix things around. Just cover the pot and leave this to cook on medium heat for about 10 to 12 minutes. While the food is sizzling nicely in the kitchen, right, let me tell you about this code that I cracked on how I stay inspired and get all of my recipe ideas for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. It's simply using the Google Discover feature. So I'm a really big fan of the Google apps. If you know me, I have shared how Google Apps has literally saved me countless number of times. And then I now discovered this Google Discover feature on the Google app. So how the Google Discover feature really works is as simple. It literally is like a personalized food magazine that's all about your taste. It shows you personalized content based on your interests, your search, your history, and your location as well. So for someone like me who is big on healthy living, when you go on my Google Discover feed, all you'll see are content that relates to healthy eating and healthy living. So content like healthy recipes and exercises and just pretty much everything that helps me live a healthy lifestyle. So how then do you now get all of the inspiration that you need to make your breakfast, lunch, and dinner recipes every day? I will tell you how. So for Android users, you probably already have the Google app downloaded on your phone. I think it comes with the phone. For iPhone users, you need to go to your app store to download the app And then once you download the app and then you sign in into your Google, your Gmail, if you don't have a Gmail, you can sign up for one. It's actually absolutely free. And advise that you actually jump on that Gmail bandwagon because it literally helps you do so many things, literally. So for iPhone users, you have to download, sign in, and then once you sign in, you get on your Discover page and then you can now personalize it to fit whatever interest that you may have. So if you're big on food like I am, then you can create your Discover feed to only show you food contents that inspire you. Now this works across every other kind of interest. If you're big on sports, entertainment, tech, whatever it is, you can literally create your own feed and every single thing you see on the feed will be personalized for you and your interests. Simple. Now, after you have signed into your Gmail and you have launched the Google Discover feature, right, you may see a bunch of things on your feed that you may not be interested in. So what you can simply do is click on the 3 dots at the top of each of the articles and then you can just select not interested in this. So you do that for whatever thing you're not interested in. And then if your Discover page isn't already filled with food related content, don't worry. Let me show you how you can add all of those beautiful culinary interests so that your Discover page will be based on whatever it is you're interested in. On the Discover feed, find a card with a food or cooking topic that you like. Then tap the 3 dots in the top right corner of the card. Tap follow to start following that topic. So just keep adding as much food related topics as you like, and before you know it, your Google Discover feed will be filled with all things delicious. Again, you can do this for any other interest, be it sport, entertainment, tech, whatever it is. You can also save the food articles or recipes for later by tapping the bookmark icon, and then you can also share them with your friends as well. And then if you want more, just tap more like this under articles to dive deeper and get more inspiration. So whenever I'm clueless about what to make for breakfast, lunch and dinner, I literally just go on my Google Discover feed and I get all of the inspiration I need. And this has actually helped me multiple times. So if you're like me and you sometimes just feel very clueless about what to make, use that Google Discover feature. It will literally come in very, very handy for you. So let's get right back into the kitchen and continue making this mouth-watering, gob-smacking, finger-licking egusi soup, shall we? After about 12 minutes of cooking this on medium heat, this is exactly what it looks like. At this point, what you do is just go ahead and add any cooked meat or fish or whatever protein you're using, but ensure that it is fully cooked and thoroughly washed. Add everything to the pot and then also add some water and stock, enough to achieve the right consistency for your soup. So if you like your soup so thick, don't add a lot of water. But if you like it a little bit runny, you can add a lot of water. That totally depends on you. After you've added the water, gently use your spoon to break up the egusi lumps. Be very careful so that you do not overmix, okay? Now at this point, just cover the pot and leave this to cook for another 5 minutes. After it's done cooking, if the consistency is still too thick, you can just loosen it up slightly by adding more water if you desire, okay? Finally, add the vegetables. I'm using 3 different types of vegetables here. Some scent leaves, ugu leaves, and some utazi leaves as well. Mix everything together to combine again and then take it off the heat immediately and serve. Guys, if you want your egusi soup to be lumpy, looking nice and appetizing, then this is certainly the recipe video tutorial that you should be using to make your egusi from now henceforth, okay? Guys, when I tell you that this is literally the bestest egusi soup recipe I've ever made in my life, I'm not kidding you. You definitely need to go try out this recipe. It's absolutely yummalicious. So that's literally all I have for you guys for today's video. I'm definitely going to come back again with another mouth-watering and delicious recipe. Until then, remember to be very kind to yourselves and one another and share this food. Okay? Bye guys!